This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.
Welcome to the AMG Podcast family. What's going on? We are here with another wonderful guest. First of all, got to announce my friend, my guy, my brother, Larry Woods. How are you, sir?
Doing fantastic. Can't wait to interview this following guest.
Yes, indeed. We've had a good streak of folks, man, and it's not going to end today. With that said, we've got our friend, Eric Linderman from Memphis, Tennessee, correct?
Correct.
Yes, indeed. How are you, my friend?
I am very good. Thank you.
Awesome. Larry, we have a line of questioning for this gentleman. First of all, the talks we've already had, we're already a little envious of his vacation schedule. It's awesome.
Just a tad.
Yes, indeed. So, hey, Larry, lead us off, man. Let's just get brother Eric in here and figure out who he is, what he does, and learn a little something today.
Well, first, I just want to ask Eric to tell the audience, who's Eric? What's he doing now? What's he been doing for the past how many years?
Well, I've been involved in investment real estate since 2001, one way or another, here in the Memphis market. I actually work from home. I live in a little town called Searcy, Arkansas.
Okay.
We have a 5,000 square foot office in Memphis and multiple companies. The one that I run is REI Capital LLC. We operate in Tennessee and the metro area, which includes North Mississippi. Okay. And we've been doing bridge loan lending or hard money lending in that market for a long time.
So when did you start? What year was that, if you don't mind sharing?
I've been with the company about 13 years.
Awesome. So I'm going to jump a little forward because I'm curious. How did you get into the business? I mean, you're awesome and doing well, and people know you. You know a lot of people. But there was one point where Brother Eric made a decision to say, you know what? Now, when was that? How did that work?
Well, I have my formative years were in finance in the automotive industry.
Okay.
I used to be with REI Capital and that sort of thing. I had an old friend call me, and he was moving out of the company that he worked for, and he wanted to do something else. And I said, well, I have established a pretty good pipeline of investors in the Memphis market through a mortgage job that I had. I said, let's open our own brokership. We did that and did it quite successfully until the mortgage crash of 2008. And I worked for another gentleman that owned like 8 companies and real estate, residential and commercial. And during my career in the mortgage industry, I met a guy named Hewlett Gregory, and I started doing loans for him. He became very, very successful, and I probably did about 60 loans for him in residential properties. And I called him up one day and I said, I'm going to come to work for you. He said, well, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know. I'm just going to get over there and do something.
I love that job interview.
Yeah, that's a great job. We had a long-term relationship, so he knew I was going to perform and brought me on board. I ended up managing his international sales for Memphis Cash Flow, which is a company that does buy, rehab, and sell to investors all over the world. And did some work with Marathon Management, his management company. I later became director of that. And then after that, I got kind of burned out on property management. And he said, well, why don't we run my hard money lending company and you go ahead and build that up. And that's what I've been doing for quite a while.
Wow. That's awesome, man.
Yes. I kind of tripped into the whole thing, to be honest with you.
Well, it sounds like you walked into it because you told me, hey, I'm going to come work for you.
Yeah.
He's kind of kicked that door down.
It worked out pretty good.
That's awesome. There's something to say for that, Larry. You know what I mean? Like, for young entrepreneurs, young people who are looking to get in real estate business of any sort of, particular vocation, I mean, that's some tenacity, sir. I mean, Eric, I know you have prior relationship, as you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
But even in that, just the will, just to say, you know what, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm gonna come work for you. What are you gonna do? Don't know.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So let's go back a little bit. So we know where you are, what you're doing, and all that fun stuff. What's one of the highlights? Let's talk highlight reel for a second. You know, one of the things you're most proud of in your tenure in the business. What would you say if you had, you were on Channel 6 News and I'm interviewing you, like, Brother Eric, what are you most proud of in your career?
The relationships that I've established with real estate investors all over the world.
That's
everywhere.
awesome.
I mean, awesome. I've been to California and many cities around the U.S. and South Africa, and put on these real estate clinics, so to speak.
Yeah.
And sold our products, both the real estate and the financing.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's been a fun trip. I got to dive with white sharks. I'm a scuba diver, and go out into the bush in Africa and see lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! And
have you ever hunted the big game? The big
no. I hunted when I was a little kid with my uncle, but I haven't really hunted. We hunted ducks and deer.
Okay.
In the South, I grew up in Louisiana, so.
Oh yeah.
We've been in the swamps. I caught a lot of crawfish.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah, they call them bugs, right? Is that what they call them down there? Bugs.
Mud bugs.
Mud bugs.
The mud bugs.
Yeah, crawdaddies, mud bugs, crawfish. Yeah. Crayfish. I've heard the people from up north call them.
Yeah, crayfish. Oh, I know. I'm from Michigan, and when I moved to Tennessee, I ended up acquiring some friends in Arkansas and Louisiana, and I was one of those guys, Eric, that said crayfish, and they all looked at me like, "What did you say?" Yeah, that's awesome, man. So outside of the relationships, I mean, that's equity, right? That's the true equity of life is relationships.
Yeah, network marketing and relationships. That's all done for, I don't know how long time.
So what kind of advice would you give to someone who is in the business, trying to sustain, or maybe even trying to get in it? Like, what would if we were in an elevator and say, "Hey, sir, my name is Mondo. I'm looking to potentially get into the field. Can you give me a nugget real quick before we get off the elevator?" What would you say?
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get involved. Do something. Most people sit around and think about it, and paralysis through analysis, and no, jump into the deep water.
I love that. Well, so we heard that yesterday, didn't we, Woods? Right, when we talked to that gentleman,
we did. We heard a lot.
Yeah, just do something, and
do something.
Do something. Don't overthink.
I mean, I can take you through worst case scenario to millionaire if you want me to run that little spiel.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. If you want to. Yeah, go ahead.
So let's say you have bad credit and you rent a house, or your apartment, and you don't have any money. Mm-hmm. Let's start there.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to be a wholesaler. So you go out and find good deals. You're going to put them under contract. You're going to buy them cheap, put a rehab budget together, and you're going to sell them to another investor. A good deal can always find the money. When you get it sold, you're going to call me. I'm going to lend you the money to buy it for 1 day. I'm going to charge you 1.1% of the amount, and you're going to do basically a double closing. That's the way it's supposed to be for a long, long time. But now with the new federal regulations, they're requiring full disclosure on all cash deals. So your attorneys are not willing to do double closings anymore. So you actually have to buy the property and sell it. And you can do that in 1 day. That's where I come in. So you're going to wholesale, you're going to make money, you're going to save about $10,000. You're going to start working on your credit. When you get a little bit more stable, and then you're going to do a flip. And then we're going to buy a house, rehab it, and sell it at a high profit.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to call me again. I'm going to be a 4% partner, or 5% partner. I'm going to charge you 5% of the loan amount. And we're going to lend you the money to buy it and rehab it. After you get finished, you're going to sell it and pay me off, hopefully within a 6-month period.
Mm-hmm.
Do a couple of those, build yourself about $10,000, keep working on your credit. Then you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to refinance it, keep it, hold it, and rent it. That's where you get the OPM discount.
Okay.
The OPM discount is other people's money.
Yes, sir.
That renter is going to pay for your property.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're going to start reserving 6 months of payments, principal and interest, tax and insurance,
Mm-hmm.
property you own, and keep working on your credit. Then you might want to do another flip, another hold, another flip, another hold, set up a cookie cutter. You need to work with a good lender on the other end that can do the takeout loans. And I can refer you to some people if anybody wants to contact me. Obviously, they operate in this market. I do know a couple that operate nationally.
Okay.
And build yourself up a rental portfolio and keep flipping property. One of those properties is going to be your primary residence. At that point, you're going to need to qualify for a Fannie Mae loan, standard 30-year fixed financing. Mm-hmm. And you're going to buy that property, rehab it, refinance it at 80% of the after repair value or less, if you can get it down there. And you're going to start paying that loan down. At some point, you're going to get that loan paid down to maybe 50 or 60% of the appraised value.
Okay.
And then you're going to go out and get yourself a home equity line of credit. When you do that, you're basically going to replace me.
Got it.
Do your own hard money, but it's going to be a lot cheaper.
Right. Right.
Now, you get a good deal while you've got your home equity line saturated, then you come back to me and we do the deal. So the idea is to build a team. You need somebody like me who's going to do the bridge loans. You need somebody that's going to do the takeout loans. You need a good real estate agent that can help you liquidate your properties. And you need a team that can rehab your properties. And once you got your team put together, you're good to go. Then it's just a cookie cutter. He then is finding deals, and that's where all your efforts are going to be, finding the deals.
You just gave somebody the map.
The whole blueprint.
The whole blueprint in a matter of 5 minutes.
Yep. You have to understand how to use hard money. If you do it right, you're not going to spend any of your own cash.
Mm-hmm.
All of these loans are going to be no money down, no cash investment. I mean, there's some cost, yeah, but it's how to buy residential real estate without any money.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Oh man, if someone, what you did, sir, is you took away people's excuses.
There it is.
Because you didn't start like, okay, well, if you've been in the business and you have a certain level of success, then you can do this. No, you started at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, you said you are broke and you credit is poor. Here's how I love that.
You only have 2 assets in life, your time and your attitude. And if you make good use of those, you can be successful. Goal setting is real important. You want to have a 5-year plan and you want to break it down to weekly activity.
Yeah.
And if you don't hit your goals, it's not a failure, it's a setback. You just move everything forward.
Yeah. Pivoting. I love that. Setback, adjusting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Blessed are the flexible, for they will not get bent out of shape.
There's going to be a lot of great clips here, Eric. There's going to be a couple of great clips. Oh, this is awesome. I was speaking to a colleague this morning, and he's actually coming down here to Florida with his son and his son's friends. They're doing a little boys vacation. And he said, hey, is it possible if I bring the kids around, and they're like teenagers, bring them around you and some of your friends, partners. I said, sure. I said, what's going on? And he said, I want to expose them to something different because I understand the power of association. And one thing you said, sir, is phenomenal. Networking. You're big on connecting. You're big on relationships. Would you say that, I mean, it's obvious, kind of rhetorical, but relationships are pivotal, crucial for your career and your business, obviously, right? So can you speak to the person who says, well, Mr. Eric, I'm a little bit of an introvert, but I want to do what you do. What do you say to that person?
Get over it. you have to understand that who you're going to be in the next 5 years is equal to your information intake and the people you associate with.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Mm-hmm. That's good.
So you need to create those associations.
Yes. See, that create. They're not going to come knock on your door.
No.
Create.
You got to kiss a lot of frogs, but you'll eventually put your team together.
Yeah, you got that right. So when it comes down to the team, I want to go back to your blueprint here. I was taking notes, and I love when you said you get to the last piece of was put your team together, to rehab the homes and all that, right?
Yeah.
So, some people say, okay, well, what does that entail? Like, what title? I mean, a contractor, subcontractors. Like, identify those pieces of the team. Who are they for a layperson?
Well, first on the team is me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You need a bridge loan lender, hard money lender, who can, not only lend you money, but, advise you along the way.
Sure.
I think that's important. And most hard money lenders have a lot of real estate experience. They've been doing it a while. They've been in their market. They know their market, etc. You need a lender that can do your long-term loans. You need somebody that's got I like a broker that specializes in investment property. Okay. Your typical mortgage broker, and I hope anybody listening doesn't take offense to this, but they don't know what they're doing with investment properties. There's too many little underwriting rules and things like that. And those people tend to get surprised and your loans don't close. Mm-hmm. So you need somebody that really knows what they're doing with hard money lending. It's long-term lending.
Long-term lending.
They can do debt service coverage ratio loans. They can do Fannie Mae loans. They may have some other loan products, but they need to be able to perform on the back end. All right. So now you got the money together.
Yep.
You can use a real estate agent. You can learn to market yourself. You can go to a real estate investor association in your market and meet a lot of people. Maybe you can find some wholesalers, but you need to develop a system for finding good properties. Properties that are distressed, that you can buy cheap, that you can fix up, and you're going to end up 75 to 80% of the after repair value. So you need to be a good hunter. So that's a skill you need to develop, or find other people that have already developed and buy from wholesalers, or use a real estate agent. But you need to learn your market in detail, drive the streets if you can. If you're not in that market, then just do as much research as you can. So you need that element of your team. And finally, you need a good contractor. Does it need to be a general contractor who builds homes? Okay. Usually they're going to be too expensive. You need to find guys that, have a team that they work cheap, but still do a good job.
Sure. Yeah.
And are good to work with. And they need a little bit of capital themselves, but typically in a hard money scenario, we lend the purchase price, but we withhold all the money you need for rehab. So see work done as we dole out the money. So they need to, maybe have a 1 to 2 week cash flow where they do the work, and then get reimbursed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you've got that put together, then you've got your cookie cutter.
Mm.
And you can, I think a good goal is to do 4 properties a year, every 6 months, turn them. If you can do it in 4 months, that's great. If your rehab team can put a rehab together in 30, 60 days, then you've got, you know, 1 to 2 months to sell it or refinance it, and you go on to the next one. And after you get rolling, maybe you could do 2 at a time, and get a little further down the road, maybe you can do 3 at a time. So that's kind of how it rolls.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Larry, what you got, man?
So obviously this routine has been around for quite a while, as far as bridge loans, as far as flipping houses, rehabbing houses. What shifts are you seeing in the industry today compared to maybe 10, 20 years ago?
Well, 20 years ago, you had stated income loans. Just the loans were so easy. It was unbelievable. And it was due to the, you know, investment bankers creating these mortgage portfolios. And it was really too easy. And
it created 2008.
It collapsed in 2008. And then it got a little tighter. You know, you had to find buyers. You needed to put 20% down.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't get that no money down cookie cutter put together. Well, recently, I'd say over the last 2 years, came the debt service coverage ratio loan. And that is what most of the investors are using today. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac loosened up. Their seasoning requirements are still kind of tough based on what lender you're using, but you can do Fannie Mae loans with a money down scenario. Most of the people I work with are doing the debt service coverage ratio loans. And the thing about that is you don't really have to prove your income. You can do like a stated income with 1099 as evidence. You don't need to show them your whole financials. They're concerned with the value on the property and how much rent is coming in. That's the debt service. How much, if the rent is covering all the expenses, principal, interest, tax, and insurance, then the loan is good to go. So it's kind of come back in the last 2 years. We're seeing a lot more people running with that no money down scenario.
Interesting. So looking at the future of your business, and you seem like the kind of guy like us where, you know, retirement looks like work and play with the family, grandbabies, you know, travel and stuff like that. But you're still very active in working. And what does that life look like for you? Because we've talked to a lot of folks in the industry, and we mentioned retirement years, and they literally have no answer. And if they do, they're like, "Well, I'm figuring it out," which means they don't have a plan. Or like, so for you, what has that look like? You're obviously not retired, but are you in your years? How old are you, sir? If you mind me asking?
72.
72. So you're still rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm probably going to retire when I'm 75.
Okay.
You know, I did some investment properties, and I took that money and invested in a real estate investment trust, which we actually managed all their properties in Memphis with Marathon Management.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm involved in managing my own investment. Sold that, and I've got, you know, IRA, 401k, savings, and that sort of thing. I don't have to work right now, but I enjoy it. I love the people I work with. It's an interesting job because I meet a lot of different people like yourself, and it's fun.
You know, so it was interesting yesterday, Larry. We tell Eric about a conversation we had about the strategy versus the plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what we were talking about yesterday, Eric. So we talked to real estate folks, mainly agents, about this topic, and we'll ask them, so what's your later years, your golden years, your retirement look like? How are you preparing for that? And the standard answer is real estate investing. Okay, all right, how's it today? Well, I haven't started yet. Okay, cool. What's your plan though? Well, I plan to invest in real estate. Okay, cool. So Larry and I are saying that is a phenomenal strategy, but it's not a full plan. Here's what I mean by that. You, sir, said I've invested in a real estate investment trust. You have 401k, you have IRAs, you have property, that's a part of your overall plan, Linderman House. That is a plan where you don't have all your eggs in real estate investing. But even if you did, you started a long time ago. You didn't wait till you were 67. You know what I mean? And then start trying to figure it out. So what would you say to people who are in the business making a crap ton of money, and they're early 40s, late 30s, whatever, going to 50s, and you know what's coming later years? How would you suggest someone prepares for that? Because we've seen all types of crazy answers.
Well, the rental properties are going to provide you cash flow.
Yes, sir.
And as you go along, they're going to get paid off and the cash flow is going to increase. Mm-hmm. Depending on your appetite for income, most people, 25 properties, renting at $1,500 a month, and eventually they get them all paid off. That's a pretty decent income.
Yes, sir.
And then the money you've made, you got to, shelter as much of that as you can, and
there it is. Yeah.
Save the rest.
Yep.
And, don't finance cars or depreciable assets, and do all the right things in terms of how you, use your money. It's a tool, and just gradually build a portfolio. One of the most successful real estate companies for investors out in California. He teaches, buy one rental property a year, I'll use Hewlett Gregory as an example. He was a regional manager for a large finance company that we've all heard of, making good money. And he said, I need a residual income. I don't want to work for the rest of my life. I don't want to be there to get paid. I'm going to do real estate investing. And I sat down with him and he took off. And he did real good. And then, I told him, I said, okay, well, keep your job, keep your income, keep doing it. Well, he tripped across this commercial property, and he went to a bank and got it financed, and just made a killing on that one property. And at that time, he probably had about 15 or 20 rental properties going. Mm-hmm. And he called me up one day and he said, that's it, I'm quitting my job. And I said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. He didn't listen. He didn't listen. And he became so successful. I'll tell you how successful this guy is. He built the property management company to like 2,000 units today. Mm-hmm. Commercial real estate company that has, I don't know how many doors, easily over 1,000. He has the hard money lending company, which I work with him on. Mm-hmm. And he has the other company, Memphis Cash Flow, where he buys, rehabs, and sells to people all over the world, and then turns around and manages them. And the guy just took off. He left me in the dust. He's a multimillionaire. He's doing really good.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So, I mean, and it all started with, one goal. I want to quit my job. Mm. I would advise people not to quit their job for a long time. Now, he didn't listen, but he made the right decision for himself.
Oh, man, that's good.
It worked out at him.
Best success story I can tell you.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. Larry, what you have?
One little nugget I heard you say is money is a tool. And a lot of people doesn't have that mindset to look at money as a tool.
Yeah,
I always tell people money is called currency. It's intended to move. Allow it to move to make you more money.
Look at Sam Walton. He drove an old pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he could afford a Bugatti or Rolls Royce or whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Drove an old pickup truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
I drove an old pickup truck for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I got the convertible Mercedes, but I paid cash for it.
There you go.
Nice.
I financed an old truck. It's a new truck that I drove around every day, but it was 0%.
Hello.
So
yeah.
just pay for it at one tire at a time. That's fine with me.
So I know you're enjoying your latter years. You mentioned you're going to retire whenever you decide to retire. Where do you see yourself in 6 to 12 months?
Those 6 to 12 months, I'll be doing what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
You know,
just keep rolling. Keep
traveling
rolling.
as much as I can, you know.
Yeah.
And enjoying my family.
Oh yeah.
Las Vegas and Portland and here.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
How many children do you have, buddy? 2.
Okay.
Yep. So
yeah, my daughter's really successful. You guys should have a little chat with her. She might be good for a podcast.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Yeah, for sure.
I'll make that link.
Okay. Please do. We appreciate that.
You know, she does something so unusual. I'm going to let her explain it to you.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I see a niche for you there somewhere.
Awesome. I love it. We appreciate it. Definitely appreciate that connection.
Yeah, she's done really, really well.
That's awesome. Well, hey, you know, she's your child, man. So
yeah, and my son lives in Portland with his wife, 2 kids, and he had a video production company in Nashville.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's done a lot of country music videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
Crazy stories about working with some of these country music people. I got a picture. I'm not going to share this one, but I got a picture of Dolly Parton with no makeup.
Yeah, you might want to.
She's so pretty. I'm going to tell you right now, she's so pretty.
Yeah, I'm about to say I've seen that actually.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm from Nashville.
I saw your phone number 615.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that forever. And we traveled a lot to Sevierville, Gatlinburg area.
Yeah.
So I've witnessed that.
Yeah.
Not intentional. It just happened, and I was like, "Oh, that's
run across
okay."
people.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. So, sir, as we get to near a close, there's a lot of wisdom you have to share. I want people to have access to you. Obviously, you put your information on the screen, your phone number, and your email. If people want to reach out to you, what are some of the common questions that you would hope they would ask, or people do ask already when they're looking for wisdom from you, man? What types of conversations are you willing to have in the business?
Well, I mean, pretty much, helping you reach your real estate goals and residential real estate. Anything related to that is fine.
Yeah, love it.
It's best. The phone, I'm going to answer my phone whenever I'm available.
Sure.
But I can, schedule my responses and spend a little more time if they email me, and my email's on the screen there.
There we go. Go ahead and email Eric. That's what we'll be doing.
Yep, sure will.
I don't mind sharing. That's what networking is all about.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Well, hey guys, this has been a great podcast, Eric. What a wealth of information. You have created so many clips for us with all the wisdom you've dropped in this call. I'm sure you have a lot more in the tank. I'm sure we could be here for 2 more hours. So
yeah. Most of the rest of that wisdom is going to be deal specific.
Yeah, sure.
You got a particular deal.
Yeah.
That you need to make sure you engineer it properly.
Yep. So look at there. Offering, paying it forward. Contact Eric. He'll look at your deal, let you know what's going on, help you out.
It's got to be in my market for me to look at it. But theoretically, I can talk to you about any deal. The best advice I can give you on a deal is work it backwards.
You work reverse engineer.
Take out funding, the permanent loan that you're going to do, and go backwards from there with all the details. Get yourself an Excel spreadsheet going and that as a cookie cutter to analyze deals.
Love it. Woods, this has been great, man. This has been
awesome.
Yes, and I've been looking forward to it. We had the pleasure of talking with you a few months ago, or a month or so, whatever it was, before you went on vacation, Eric. And And we've been looking forward to this, my friend. So thank you for your time, sir. Much appreciated.
There's one more thing.
Yeah.
I am writing a cookbook.
Oh, okay. Talk to
It's a Louisiana cookbook, and it's a gourmet approach to all of Louisiana food. So it'll probably be out this year. The name is going to be Get This, Do That, Northern Cookbook. So watch for it on the web.
I love it, man. Oh, man. See, we like Woods and I like to eat too, sir. So we can be friends for sure. Yeah, we're friends now. So yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're definitely looking forward to meeting you in person at some point, hopefully, since we're both old Tennesseans. Larry's a Tennessean at heart, right? Being from there. And we just thank you again, my friend. Larry, you got anything for Brother Eric?
No, we just appreciate his time here today. And yes, we will be reaching out ourselves to pick your brain.
Yes, indeed, sir. Yes, indeed. Well, with that said, that concludes this beautiful episode with Brother Eric Linderman on the AMG podcast. If you have any questions, thoughts, or whatever it is, definitely message us in a comment. And you have Eric's right here on the screen that you copy down and reach out via email, preferably, if you want to get a swift response from him. So with that said, you guys have a blessed day, and we see you next time on the AMG podcast. You guys have a good one.
This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.